Okay, I think this is working. Let's check. Yeah, I can see myself. Okay, hi everyone. Thank you for joining. Hi Diego.
Hey, hi, RJ.
Okay, so let's wait a little more for some people to join, but today is going to be a shorter version of the stream because we have been traveling. I'm flying as well. Diego and Mauro traveled recently, so yeah, we're going to make things shorter so I can not miss the flight basically. Um, and in this time, we don't have Mauro and Boris. They need to take care of some other stuff, but we will resume probably with some like with a regular schedule next week, hopefully, if we don't have to travel again. Um, and okay, so today we're going to explain briefly what we have been doing over the past weeks and some very small updates. And probably, if we have the time, we just saw that Rick's Boundless announced that they release like the first product with Boundless that is called the Signal, I believe, and it's then we need to take a look with Diego because we we haven't been able to read it in detail, but I think it's something interesting to mention. Um, and yeah, I think that's it. It hasn't been a week of a lot of announcements in crypto in terms of infrastructure. The most important things were related to some tokens like Pump, and it's not something that we usually talk about, and I don't think it makes sense to mention. So I think we can wait one more minute, Diego, and we can start. Or
Yeah, yeah. Besides, in the northern hemisphere, it's almost like summer holidays, so people will, most people will be start being out. Um,
maybe we have Mauro. Let's see. We today is going to be a very informal stream. um, this happens when you travel a lot. So I think
yeah,
we can start with the following, Diego. If you want, I don't know. I don't remember when we did this announcement, but you can mention what you tweeted from your account regarding the Connect and some of the things that we see in the industry and why we're doing this thing in specific, and then we can move on to some other stuff.
yeah, perfect. So we are only a few months away from DevConnect, and so people start doing all their activities and side events. And we think that it would be nice to have a cryptography event hosted by Aligned and Lambda and bring all the big teams for a meeting, be able to discuss a bit formally and informally about recent developments. And I don't know, at least collaboration has been crucial for advancing the development of ZK technologies. I remember previous meetings where somebody had a cool idea that nobody else had thought about it, and then two or more people connected and then transformed maybe that idea or that intuition into a real protocol. So I think it would be good to just get all the people together and have this opportunity of discussing. Maybe there will be like two separate like events, one more for the general public and one like more close to the cryptography teams and everything. That helps a lot, at least discuss more in depth. um, but I am sure there will be lots of events. In fact, I saw that one team already like posted their event during DevConnect, and I don't know, it's going to be fun. I think most events will be around Palermo, which makes it good because even though Palermo is rather big, you can still get really fast by walking or using public transport. Um, So yeah, that's the news about the event. And now we have Mauro.
Hi, Mauro.
Hi.
Oh, you were talking about uh, ECC? No, that was the previous week.
No, HCC.
I think we have echo with Mauro, right?
Oh, I can put my earphones. Sorry.
No problem. For some, I'm not using them, and for some reason, with me, it's working correctly apparently, and with you.
No, no, here we go. Is it working now?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, cool.
Okay. No, so we were talking. Dio was mentioning about the event for Dev Connect in Buenos Aires, and I saw a couple of people that were replying to you, Diego. So probably next steps we'll try to formalize something so we can organize better who we should speak with. But as Diego mentioned, the idea is to have something that is more technical. I think the event you mentioned was the Bankless event that they announced. That's going to be in Palermo,
Yeah.
and um, yeah, I think it's the first one I see that is already like with dates and everything. So I think
Mm.
that was interesting. Um, and yeah, with us for the very technical one, we will start organizing it more, and we'll see who wants to join and everything. That's it. So Mauro, I don't know if you want what we mentioned to people is today we're going to do a shorter version of the stream because I'm going to the airport in a few minutes. Um, so I don't know if you want to mention something very quickly about engineering. I think things are moving in the same direction. The last week we don't have things didn't change more than we're advancing, right? So I don't know if you want to mention anything specific.
Yes, yes, that's right. We continue with the what we call the CK Arcade. That is like this platform with games for people to play and everything, and then some proofs of a line of their playthrough. And yeah, the now an initial version is finished, and like you can play the games and your proof. There are some missing things or maybe some ranking that we want to do, but the full flow is there. So now we are fixing some bugs. I don't know. Uh, there are some rounds of the game that maybe they don't verify and they should. So there are some bug that happens once in a while. For example, with the games, and we are fixing it. Uh, Improving the front end. Like right now, we have one, so that's a progress. Like on the previous week, like we didn't have much of a front end. It was just buttons on the air. So now it's looking better. Um, and adding some extra checks that we need to do to the signatures and such. So probably this week will be more about stabilizing and adding some security features. And yeah, between that, we will be deploying an upgrade of a line probably very soon with the new version of Rixito to testnet, and then deploy everything to mainnet.
Yeah. Okay. Um, I don't think there's anything specific to mention about that. I think the only technical update I have that I think we can share here as well, because it's part of the stack we're offering, is that Ethrex is advancing in every direction in terms of performance and simplicity. And I wanted to share a tweet, but I'm going to be honest, I'm not an expert in streaming, so I don't know how to show the tweet. I thought it was by replying under the stream in Twitter, but
You you can
it
share the screen if not,
if not, I
to
can share the screen
very
the old-fashioned
maximize.
way, right? Let's see.
People
Mm,
might see or feel, so
nah, I don't
but
think
what
we
they
have.
will see a lot of CK stuff.
I don't think. Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
think.
but I know the one you want to show.
Yeah, it's a very simple tweet. I think it's here. Can you see this?
Yes, yes.
Okay. No, I wanted to show that this is something that I think Fede shared today or yesterday. I don't remember correctly. And the whole point is that things are moving really fast. The Lambda is working a lot in improving Ethrex, uh, the performance on finishing some parts of the L1, but also, of course, they're still moving forward in everything regarding the L2. and it's already the second um, fastest client, right, in terms of megas per second. And yeah, they started doing all of these optimizations in the last 2 months, something like that.
No, even less. And
Less than 2 months, and now it's already the second fastest uh, client. So I think that shows that things are moving into the right direction, and we'll have soon Ethrex uh, competing for the number one spot, and also not only for the speed, but I think it's going to be very important in terms of usability. And I know the team is working really, really hard on making this extremely easy to use. So we're excited because we're going to be clients. I mean, we're going to be using this technology, and we already know that a lot of people are really excited about Ethrex. So we're excited as well, and many of these people will try to. They already see the benefits of running this, and we're providing the infrastructure so they can easily run it without having to manage the whole infrastructure by themselves, and making sure the operational cost of running all of these things is easier. So for us, that's great news. Um, and I think hopefully we'll have more things to share about this in the near future. I don't know if you want to comment anything, Diego or Mauro, regarding this. I don't know if Fede showed anything in specific as well, but I have been talking with him regarding performance and some updates around this, and I think this is the main thing to show and to mention.
yeah, and I think that there are still like several improvements on different fronts. I know that several operations can be already accelerated, and yeah, it's not that Ethrex is performant, but also I think that the code base is really simple, and that the guys try to keep with the minimum number of abstractions, and keep the code base as simple as possible, which is an advantage. In some crypto projects, it's really hard to find something or make sense of the code base. So I think that's something that is even perhaps more important than performance, given that performance is right now very good.
Yes.
Yeah, the other thing that is really useful that you don't see it here is that this is one of the few that you can use as an L2 and that it has the code to be CK. I think I don't want to, we should double check, but the only ones I'm aware that you can launch with the CK that you can, they are designed to be used with the CK stack here is Red and Ethrex. That means that they are the easiest to prove. Maybe there is another one, I'm not sure. So sorry if I miss another one, but as far as I'm aware, like only those two. This is in part because the code is in Rust and you can use any of the Rust VM provers, but it's also because it has code designed for that. Because if you just write the Rust code, it's going to be very slow. So you don't see here, but actually Idris has a lot of optimizations for the prover. Red does the same. So it has similar optimization, not quite the same because it's on code base, but they both have this in mind that you should be able to use it to prove a CK stack, and that you should have optimization for the prover.
Yeah. And I think it's also the only one. Well, they might have changed it, but I think it's the only one that was built from scratch as an L1 and to work as an L2. Like if you want to run Reth as an L2, I think you need to use OP Reth. It's not like you launch Reth and it has an easy way to just use it as an L2. So it has dependency on another stack. And this, by being like fully vertically integrated in this case, make things easier in development. And all of these things are going to be very important in the future. Like we're going to onboard a lot of tech companies that are going to use all of these technologies because everyone wants to use Ethereum. And in the end, there's a CTO on the other side, and there's people that need to check and read the code, try to understand how things work, make sure things are easy to maintain, and whatever solution they're using is going to be long-term sustainable. And high-quality software is really important for that part. It's a feature people care about, and we are noticing it because we're talking with people who are already telling us that they are speaking with Lambda because they want to Easter eggs, and we are very excited that we're going to offer it and make sure it is integrated correctly directly with Aligned. And that's the only stack that we're going to focus on compared to other people who are doing rollup as a service. And the main reason is we believe this is the best tech solution. At the same time, if you only focus on one solution, you can offer something that is really, really good. So I think that we're in a really good spot with this. And I don't know if there's another tweet we can mention about this. Fede has been sharing it as he's used to of talking and mentioning how things work. Um, but yes, overall, I
The
think things are improving a lot.
the other new investigation space is now latest open source, so maybe that's
Ah,
going to give some interesting results.
yes, I can actually show that. Give me a second. So we mentioned with Diego that this is very last minute kind of news, so we were not able to read that Boundless from Rick Zero. They have a new protocol, the Signal. So apparently they're proving Ethereum blocks, and they are, I guess, verifying them in different chains. So in order to create an interoperability protocol, I'm not 100% sure. And that looks like something important. They're a very serious team, and usually what they do is high quality.
Yeah, they want to prove all the chains.
This one, right? This one you were mentioning, Mauro.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, so finally Lita decided to open source everything. I think both Prover, Verifier, and okay, and they are saying execution engine as well. Perfect. This is very good news. And for things
So
like Align, this makes easier. This way it makes the job easier to integrate the technology in the future, if that's something that we plan to do. Okay. No, the other thing that is related to some of these updates, I think, is more on BD. We mentioned, I think, 2 weeks ago already, uh, more details about how we're partnering with Sobra. That is the companies helping governments and institutions update their identity stack and other parts of the services they provide for citizens using crypto in the backend. And Align is going to be helping in every single part of the stack. They're going to build everything using the stack we're offering, and we're doing more collaborations in terms of explaining people the use case, and we're going to share even more in the next upcoming weeks, and hopefully we'll be able to show more about the tech as well. And they're already live in a test net using Ethrex, and probably soon, once the integration is done, we'll be able to start showing how we verify those proofs directly on Aligned. And this is a very important first step for, I think, our very first very big client in terms of the rollup as a service and the new roadmap. So we'll be sharing more of these things, and we have way more partnerships going to that direction with similar stories and backgrounds of how we got connected with them. Some fintech companies that want to use Ethereum as a financial backend, and they want to vertically integrate the whole solution with a new product. And hopefully we'll be able to even give more details out this soon. So yeah, in essence, I think things are going in the direction that we're expecting, and our thesis of people wanting infrastructure for accessing Ethereum as a financial backend or as a trust layer is happening. And we see it not only with the people who we're interacting with, but also from institutions and other players in the space. So uh, I think we'll have very quite exciting end of the year for sure. Diego, Mauro, I don't know if you want to add anything. Okay.
no,
No, no.
Okay, perfect. The last news I wanted to share, please don't spend too much time playing with the AI anime girl from Grok. Stay healthy. And hopefully in the future, if someone uses an AI animated anime girl, it sends proof so you're aware of that. There's not a guy on the other side trying to troll you and getting the banking information and your private keys. So stay safe. Do not trust. Do not
You
trust.
think like Elon put like 1,000 guys with a deepfake
Yeah,
to pretend to be an AI girl?
yeah. Do not trust at all, and until there are proofs that you can actually verify on a line and make sure that it is the correct model. The world is going crazy. Conversation for another day. But
Yeah.
okay, Diego, Mauro, please sleep. You guys had a very long flight, and I will see you probably soon.
Yeah.
Right? Thank
Have
you,
a
everyone.
safe.
Have a
Bye
nice
bye.
flight, Thursday, and goodbye, everyone.
Thank
Bye
you.
bye.